Hello guys, welcome to YantraLanguage Python Basics tutorial. Today we'll dive in numbers and do some fun things with Python. So there are basically a few different numerical types in Python as I've mentioned here. These are the four numerical types that we have. So first is the int, which is the integer, then we have the floating number, then we have a long integer, and we have the complex number. So int basically is your real number. It can be either negative or it can be positive. Then we have the float where we have a decimal point here, and then we have the fractional part as well. And in long, we simply put the L to signify that it's a long character integer, right? Then we have complex numbers where the 2 is the real part and the 3 is the imaginary part. Okay, so till here we are cool. Okay, now let's do some calculations. Let's play with the numbers that we have in Python. Okay, so let's say I have x is equal to 7 and then I have y is equal to 2. Cool. So I have stored these two integers in two different variables. Now what I'll do is I'll perform some calculations. So I'll say print, I want a sum. So I'll say x plus y and I'll get that. We can also, say instead like 10 plus 6 here. That works as well. Then I'll say I want subtraction here. Then I'll say x minus y and I'll get 5. Then I say, I want multiplication and we get 14. So the asterisk symbol here gives us multiplication. And for division, actually, I have some fun, more fun stuff for you. So let's say I have, 11 divided by 4. So I get, a floating number. I get 2.75. But then I also do this 10 divided by 2. And what should I get? I should get 5, right? No, but I get 5.0 because in Python, the division will always return a floating number. But what if I don't want that fraction part? I just want to discard it. So in the case of 11 by 4, I just want 2, right? So what I'll do is I'll put 11, then I'll use 2 backslashes and then I'll say 4. This will give me just the integer part. It will discard the floating. It will discard the fraction. Now, I just want, a remainder. I don't want anything else. I just want the remainder. So what I'll do is 11. I'll use the percentage symbol and I'll 4. I get 3. So this is how, you do calculation in Python. But now I want something different. Okay. Now I have a number, let's say I have x is equal to 9.7896 and I don't want it to be a floating number. I want it to be an integer. So what I'll do is I'll say print int and I'll say x and I get 9. Similarly, I can say I wanted it complex. So the issue here right here is that we just have the real part. We don't have an imaginary part. So what we'll do is it will print the real part. It will say plus 0j. But I suppose I have y is equal to 2. So what I'll do is I'll say complex x comma y. And it will put the y in the imaginary part. So this is how we convert. Now again I have y, right? So what I'll do is I'll say give me floating, float of that y. So it will give me 2.0. Similarly, if let's say I have a variable x and I don't know whether it's an integer, it is float, if it is long, I don't know. So what I'll do instead is I'll say print. Give me the type of x. It will say it's a float. Then I say give me a type of y. It will say it's an int, an integer. So this is how you play with numbers in Python. Now then we have something called as functions like the mathematical function or the trigonometric function. But we'll get to that in some other video where I'll delve a little deeper into numbers in Python and then we'll do some more coding in that. So we'll get to that part later. So cool till here? Well, this was the video that I had planned. This is what I planned to teach you today in this session. By the way, I've got some interesting news for you guys. I have this blog called QuantumShastra on which I post articles on astrophysics, quantum mechanics, that sort of things. So I'll put the link down below for that blog, so you can go and check that out as well. If you are interested, and please have a look at that. And it's meant for a mature audience, right? Those who don't know much about physics or quantum mechanics. It's meant for those people, so it will be in a very simple English. It will The concepts will be explained in a very simple manner. There'll be no long equations in that, or very complex terms. It will be really very easy for everyone to understand. Okay, so I'll put that link, and yeah, be sure to check that out as well. All right then. I hope you had a great session. See you in the next video then. See ya.